Hello, I'm Dr. Mewborn, and this is the class Christology, the Person and Work of Christ, TH3741. This is a 3-hour course in the spring semester of 2019. We're in January 22nd through May the 22nd, and this class is also a residential class that's from 1:30 to 2:20 p.m. every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the College of Mid-America. It's so good to be with you today. I'm excited about this class. This is a wonderful subject, and I'm excited to get in. So what I'm going to do today is talk a little bit about your syllabus and what's expected of you, what is expected for you to work through in this class and make sure that you know about before we have any assignments and things like that. So if you will, you can go ahead and print off, you can stop the video now, or you can print off your syllabus and be looking with me at what I'm going to be highlighting today. What we have in your syllabus there is my name, Mikey Mewborn, my email address, mmewborn@mabts.edu. Cell phone number is 901-483-1396. You can call or email me for appointments. Also, you can text me if you need to do that as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the course description. This course will serve as an overview regarding the person and work of Jesus Christ. The doctrines of atonement, redemption, propitiation, and reconciliation will be taught from a biblical worldview. 5 specific divisions include: number 1, Christ in eternity past; number 2, the prophecy and typology of Christ in the Old Testament; number 3, the incarnation of Christ in the New Testament; number 4, the nature of Christ; and 5, the work of Christ. So we have a lot of things to work on in this class. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful experience for all of us. I just know it. We're going to look at the course objectives next. Number 1, each student will become familiar with the Old and New Testament references of Jesus Christ. Number 2, the student will develop a clear understanding of the nature of Christ regarding his humanity and deity. And number 3, students will be able to explain the importance of the substitutionary atonement. Number 4, students will be able to demonstrate the logical necessity of the incarnation of Jesus Christ. And number 5, students will develop a working knowledge and understanding of the reconciliation ministry of Jesus Christ. So, as you know, we'll be focusing strongly on the Bible, biblical worldview regarding the nature of Christ and who he is and his work. And so as we get into more of the requirements for this course, my hope is that you'll start kind of jotting down or possibly highlighting some areas that we'll be focusing in on and making sure that you stay ahead as we go through the semester. The first thing that I'll need to get from you is a syllabus signature page under course requirements. Each student must read this syllabus in its entirety, and then at the end you'll need to fill out a signature page that says, "I have read it in its entirety." It needs to be in by Thursday, January 31st. Failure to do so will be a 3% deduction on the student's final grade. Online students can post, "I have read the syllabus in its entirety." So make sure, for our online students, make sure you go into the interactive forum, and in that forum, you will just post for me, "I have read the syllabus in its entirety." It's lengthy, but it's a wonderful syllabus that will help you understanding what's expected, and also give you a great bibliography that you can look back on or look to as you're looking toward a paper, your project that you'll write in this class. Also, there's a required reading for the course for this course. The required reading will come from the following texts. Each student must affirm that they have completed all reading requirements by signing and submitting a copy of page 33 of the syllabus. Online students must send an email to the professor affirming their reading for the semester. So make sure, for online students, if you will, make sure that you send me something that tells me how much you have read, what percentage. Of course, that's going to be toward the end of this course, and I will make sure that you know about that as it gets closer. A couple of the books that you are going to have to read is John F. Walvoord, Jesus Christ Our Lord. This is that book right here in front of me. Incredible book that talks about the nature and the work of Jesus Christ. So make sure that you know about that one. The second book is Millard Erickson's The Word Became Flesh. I don't have that with me to show you right now, but it's a wonderful book. We will not read all of it. We'll read a portion of it. We're going to be reading pages 383 to 627. So make sure that you know about that. And then also, Of course, you need to make sure that you have the Word of God with you. I'll be using the English Standard Version, and so make sure that you have that with you in your studies. I'll be referencing a lot of verses as we go through, so make sure that you know those things. When it comes to attendance policy, class participation, and quizzes, there will be quizzes spread throughout this course, so make sure that you know about that. But attendance policy is this. At Mid-America, you can only have 9 absences. There aren't excused, unexcused. There are 9 absences. And so it is important that you don't miss any more than 9 times. That doesn't mean we encourage you to take that many absences. That just means that you can get up to that. Once you get up to probably 6 or 7, I'm going to start asking you what's going on. Are you going to make sure you're going to meet the attendance policy, and you're going to get all the credits you need? Of course. So I'm going to stick to those things. You're also going to have quizzes throughout the semester that are important. Class participation grade is very important as well. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more when we get into posting, online posting, things like that. If for any chance you are going to miss an exam, which exams, you're going to have a decent period of time to be able to take the exam. So let's say, for instance, I open the exam for you to take it in Moodle on a Tuesday. Then you will have probably 3-4 days to take that exam. Now, within that 3 or 4 days, you will only have about a 2-hour time slot to take that exam. So you've got to take it within that period of time. That gives you plenty of time to know about it, but at the same time, it allows you to have maybe 2 hours or whatever I believe it takes to be able to finish it. So if you, by any chance, are out of the country during that period of time or not able to get, you have to write me ahead of time and let me know that you will not be available for these days. And if you're not going to be available for those days and you write me prior, I can work with you. But if you write to me after, then I won't be able to give you credit or allow you to take that exam at that time. So make sure that you know about that. The class project. This is in your syllabus. A student will write a 10 complete pages, double-spaced paper related to a topic from the class. All topics must be cleared by the professor. So I need to know probably within the second or the third week kind of what topic you're looking at or what you want to write about. The student will write a research paper to conform to MLA using the MLA handbook. The 8th edition, you must have a minimum of 8 sources, and half those sources have to be books. So make sure that you use books. You can only use credible scholarly journals and websites. Wikipedia, personal websites, and blogs are not to be used for this paper. So make sure that you know those things. All papers are to be 12-point Times New Roman font. There will also be a bibliography near the end of this syllabus that may be useful to you as a guide to help you format your own bibliography. As I said earlier, 10 full pages of text. That's not including a title page. That's not including anything like that. It's not including even the bibliography or the works cited page at the end. Nothing like that. The paper will be due on the day indicated in the course schedule. Late papers will be penalized 5 points per day, and the paper will be graded using the rubric on page 31 of this syllabus. So, and I'm going to hold very strongly to that rubric. So make sure that you check for MLA issues, you check grammar, make sure that it is well thought out, well researched. And as you write this paper, you want to write in such a way that that maybe you start out with a rough draft, you do start out with a rough draft, and then what you do is you edit, and you edit several different times, and that will help you write a decent paper. So make sure you know about that, okay? This paper is worth 20% of the grade, so this is a very big deal. So make sure that you take care of those things, okay? And also feel free to, if you have any questions about this, you can definitely email me or you can call Mid-America to ask any questions about this. All right, the next thing is the honor code. Students must comply to the seminary honor code concerning academic and moral integrity. It is very important that you do not plagiarize in any way. Any work that is done where academic dishonesty or plagiarism is involved will be unacceptable with no chance for resubmission. Such violation will be grounds for failure in the course. The student should read very carefully the student handbook for the seminary honor code. So please give people credit for when they write something and you're going to use that in your paper, whether you're going to just reference them or you're going to quote them. Make sure that you cite that in the MLA style and format. So make sure that you do that. That's very, very important. Also, the next thing that we'll be looking at is our book reviews. The student will write a 3 to 5 page book review about the book, Jesus Christ Our Lord. The student will follow the guidelines of the book review worksheet in the syllabus, page 35, while using MLA style and formatting. Okay, so this will be for our online students about our posting that I need you to do for the interactive posting. And you'll do that in the interactive forum. Students are required to post comments online for each class session. This is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. For every class that is uploaded, that you will look at, that you will watch, and you will possibly do something with that. As far as you might read it, you'll definitely read the material, but you might have some other exercise that you've got to do that I'll give out, and there might be a quiz as well. But you have to post for every day. And what I'll do is I will usually give you a question to kind of help discussion. And so this question will be a question that pertains, of course, to that lesson. And then you'll need to watch the lesson, and then you can answer the questions that are there. So it's really important to be able to do this. This is a major part of an online class. And what I'll do is at the end of the week. So this is on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. At the end of the week, I will be looking back on all those posts. I'll be looking at all those things, seeing if you've done this. And this is going to be used for your attendance. So if you're not posting for each class session for that week, and it's got to be within that week, then you will receive absences. And that's important that you don't receive absences because you only have a certain amount of absences. So you have to post per lesson. So make sure that you take care of those things. There's also a posting rubric that's in this syllabus on page 32. And so I will be grading your post that you put in the interactive forum. So make sure that you post something that's well thought out. It's not one sentence. Make sure it's 3 to 4 sentences. You don't need to write a lot, but 3 to 4 sentences on the question that I asked. And that will be me taking attendance for you. That'll be me taking, that'll be for your participation. And of course, there'll be quizzes that'll be thrown in there as well. That'll be part of that. Okay, late assignments. All assignments are expected to be turned in at the indicated due date. And so you need to make sure that you do that. If you don't do that, there is a 5 points per day penalty to this. So make sure that you get those in. Those are a few things going on there. We've already talked a little bit about exams. The next thing is class grading. If you look here at your grades for the course, you can see very easily that everything has quite a bit of weight to it. And so if you're looking at participation, you're looking at 15% of your grade, midterm exam, 20% of your grade, final exam, 20%, paper, 20%, assigned reading, 15%, and then book review is 10%. It's very important. Now, also, this is in your handbook as well. The student must earn the full percentage point for each grade. For example, an average of 94.7 is a 94%, and therefore you've earned a B for the course. And that's important to know that, all right? It'll be a B+, but it's not an A. And so know that. And we have the grading scale that you can look at and how the grade point averages work out in a 12-point system at this time. Then also course and syllabus modifications, all efforts will be made to follow this syllabus, but there may come a time where we have to make some changes, or I have to make some changes, and the professors reserve the right to be able to do this. And so I'll let you know with ample amount of time to be able to accommodate that. If you will, you can look now in your class schedule. This is page 5 of your syllabus, and I'm going to do my best, of course, to stick to this schedule. Everything will be in line as you see it. You'll see some quizzes there. You'll see your reading for that week. What I would encourage you to do is do the reading at the beginning, and then you will have it as you work through some of these topics. And so as we continue on, you see a few quizzes. Just about every week or every other week, there'll be quizzes there. Midterm examination on Thursday, March the 7th, spring break, no classes, March 11th through the 22nd. Continuing on with more reading, of course, quizzes, classes that will be posted. Book reviews will be due on May the 2nd, that's a Thursday, and then term papers will be due on May the 9th, which is a Thursday. Reading reports are due toward the end of class, May the 16th, that's a Thursday, and then May the 22nd on Tuesday, that will be our final exam. And what I'll probably do around that time is I'll give you, as I said before, a certain amount of days to be able to work through that. Now, what you see on the next page is a selected bibliography, or it's a bibliography in general. Some people, of course, there's a lot of different names for this, called Works Cited page, all that type of stuff on your papers. But as we continue through, and this is a long bibliography, what we'll see here next is grading rubric for papers. This is what I'll use to grade your paper that you turn in. And so you can see there that you can get 100 points out of this. There's 4 different sections that I'll be looking at: presentation of ideas, organization and flow, research and support, Turabian, style and mechanics, those types of things. And then you'll receive your final score there. And then online posting rubric. This is how I will grade your posting that you put in the interactive forum on Moodle. And so they will receive points based on how well you did. So make sure that you know that. The next page, page 33, is a reading report that you've read the book and how much have you, or that you've read all the reading for this class, and how much of it have you read actually. And then page 34 is the syllabus signature page. So I need that, of course, early on in the class. And then the last page of the syllabus is your book review, or the way to do your book review. And so you see that laid out there for you. All right. Anyways, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful class. I'm excited that we're on this journey together. And so, so get ready, get your books together, and we'll be starting class very soon. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.